Edward was born with scissor hands, which made even eating a meal incredibly hard. He often accidentally cut his face, so his father wanted to give him real hands. But due to overwhelming work stress, the father suddenly passed away, and the hands he made for his son broke too. Edward only wanted to touch his father's face one last time, but when his hands touched the father's cheek, blood oozed from the face. From then on he lived alone in a mansion, until one day, a female saleswoman burst in suddenly. Edward emerged slowly from the shadows, stretching out his mangled hands, longing for someone to help him. When the woman named Peg found out Edward was an orphan, she decided to take him home. On the road, Edward kept staring out the window. It was the first time he'd seen the outside world. Arriving home, the clean environment made Edward overjoyed. Following Peg's arrangement, he first walked into the room, and for the first time saw his own reflection in the mirror. When he tried to touch his face, he accidentally cut himself again. He turned and saw a waterbed. Knowing nothing about the outside world's things, he pressed the bathtub and poked a hole in it. In a panic, he blocked the hole with a stuffed animal and hurried to put on his pants, but wrapped himself like a penguin. Peg finished her call and ran to help him, bandaging his wounds and dressing him in clean clothes. At dinner, Edward found he couldn't even hold a regular fork. When he finally speared a pea and brought it to his mouth, the bean dropped. With Peg's encouragement, he tried spreading butter on bread and was able to eat peacefully at last. The next day, Peg did his makeup, making him look like a little devil. When he stepped outside, he saw someone trimming leaves, so he imitated and cut a beautiful dinosaur. Peg's husband was amazed by this and asked Edward to cut the family's hair. Later, their son helped Edward clean his scissor hands. When Peg's family gardener threw a party, guests shook hands one by one, but stopped in front of Edward. Then Edward grilled meat with his unique hands. Just then an old man walked over and said, "I was hit by shrapnel in the war, and haven't been able to feel anything since." In that moment Peg fed him ice cream. Then all the ladies started feeding him. It was the first time Edward felt the taste of love.